I'm Mr. Natural, a newbie with a doobie, with too much time on his hands, and I'm getting high and playing video games. Neverwinter is my current obsession, and this is a solo run of ghost stories. This mission you get, it's a repeatable mission that you get from the Harpers in Never Death Graveyard, and I wanted to show you how I'm geared at the time of me doing this. I'm level 70. I came in here mid 60s or so. You get through a little bit of it, but the first damn batch of bosses over on the left wiped my ass. So here I am again. And this is kind of a pseudo strategy guide. I mean, I'm not really that great, and my biggest suggestion, if this gets you in trouble, just get someone to come in here and help you. But I was stubborn and wanted to do it myself. This is my first time in. So naturally, with most strategy, you want to just kind of try to clear out all the ads and stuff. And then there's like 4 altars. The first one's pretty easy. It's just like straight up the trail. Take care of those. The one that always kicks my ass is the one that's off to the left. And that turns out, in my opinion, to be the worst batch of all these guys in the whole instance. So I decided to go up the hill, and I'm like exploring areas I hadn't been in. So you got that little fire golem coming up there. He doesn't have any ads around him. Open up this other gate and look. So there's 5 altars or guys that you're supposed to be stopping. 4 locations, and each one is like a little graveyard and all. So I took the one out the straight from when you come into the area, clearing out all the ads on the way. Then this monster up here on the right, up the hill, and then I killed took out the second one, was like the little graveyard there on the left. This goes someplace that I looked in there to see what it was, and there's stuff in there, but I didn't want to die and lose progress or whatever the hell. I wanted to try and make sure I got all this stuff on the outside. So I'm heading over here to like the 3rd one. But make sure you pick up any ads. So, like there's this little Drake looking thing standing out over here. So kill all the ads before you take off in there. And here's like the 3rd batch of them. And this batch of guys wasn't hard at all. I didn't really even have to kite them too much. The other one, since I had the ramp coming up to it, well, I was able to just lure them out of the graveyard and then just kind of back down the hill while I picked them off, so that you don't get surrounded. And that's the biggest problem with the guys downstairs. So this is like a critical location here. You go in to finish that off. I see this gate and the ramp. I go down to where these guys are, where these were the ones that always kicked my ass because there's so many of them, and there was like no way to really split them up. So this right here, what I'm fixing to show you, is basically kiting. If you don't know what kiting is basically you just get all the monsters to follow you and chase you, and then you do your damage when you have an opportunity. So and this right here was a little loop that I ended up getting these guys in. Since I've cleared out everything except for these guys, I could just use this ramp, come through the gate, go down off the tree, and I jump down. You'll see here, this is the key to it, is jumping off this little ledge back down to the path down below. And it gives me a moment there to turn around as they're jumping down to do some damage to them. And some of them, if their damage is low enough, when they jump off of there or fall off of that, the fall itself kills them. So I had a blast doing this right here. This was the most fun part of the whole damn Ghost Stories mission, was running around here. I kept thinking of the wildwood weed and stuff, just had to chase them for a while. So you eventually, thin them all down, so you just have one guy left, and then you can continue on. And it's kind of the same thing once you get inside. The last altar is inside the building up here, and it's really tight, but you still just use same kiting technique, and I'm just like kiting them around in a circle where the campfire is. And don't worry, I mean, I died in here a couple times. I think I died 3, maybe 4 times total in this whole run by myself. It took me an hour and a half though, but I managed to cut it down. I tried to cut it down, and it was like long, and it's just because of my build. Since I'm a Paladin, I feel OP and everything, But I'm only OP because I can take so much damage and do so much healing, but I don't do damage worth of crap, so it takes me forever to kill shit. So I've tried to cut out most of the actual fighting, because that's just repetition, you know. I have to be pretty patient, you know, the way that I play to actually be able to get to this point. And then finally you get down here and you're down to the last boss. Of course, there's a few ads that you have to kill before you actually get to the boss fight. And that boss fight isn't that bad. For me, in the whole fight was that fourth grave there where I had to kite those guys around and around in circles. And if you made it this far, I don't really need to tell you any sort of strategy. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Hit and run. Defend and take your shots when you can. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching. If this helped you, or you enjoyed it, or you found it entertaining, give me a thumbs up. I make videos of all the stupid shit that I'm doing all the time. And I'm looking to try and see if I'm actually entertaining or giving any tips. Oh, that was stupid. I never should have said that. Here, we'll just call this an outtake. Like and subscribe.